What is good, team? And hello to everybody. We are gathered here today to find out what kind of plays we can look at for tomorrow, right? What is up, team? What is up? Good to see you all. Let me go ahead and hold on just a moment. I need to make sure that here we go. Now we're moving. I just needed to make sure that the Discord is actually going through as well. What is up, team? Indra, how you doing? What's up, Devin? Buzz, dude, good to see you, bro. And Destiny, hello. B, my bro, where you at, man? Where you at? What you playing? I have a couple tickers that we want to look at first, real fast, team. Not to say that I want to trade them because I'm not really the biggest fan of like Lucid, right? So I mean, although it does look like a ridiculous short, right? It's just this is you could face infinite losses, man. If this thing just goes bloop, it reverses, you're done, right? So be careful with these tickers, right? So what I will say is that Alex, hey Arca, do you sleep? Oh my goodness. I do. I do. I have to try to get at least I know you're going to be like, "What?" Sometimes I have to say at least a couple hours or a few hours of sleep at night, right? There's so much to do always, right? But and in the weekend, my body will just be like, "Bro, you can't go anymore." And then my body will just collapse and I'll be out for like 15, 16 hours. It's insane. But yeah. So I'm here, I'm chilling. Oh my goodness. Buzz, dude, be careful on this one, man. Dude, shorting small caps is man, that one's tough. Right? So I know, Alex, I know. I get that reaction from everyone. Everyone is always like, "Bro, like at some point you're gonna die." But it's all good. It's all good in the hood. I'm here just, doing my thing as best as I could. But I want to talk about this I want to talk about Lucid real quick. Not like again like I said, I don't want to particularly trade it, right? But I want to speak about it anyway because I don't know if I'm facing the potential of a bullish formation, but there's also so much pressure to the downside. And here's the next thing, right? Look at I know I'm moving it to the left, right? But I just want to do it because like this volume profile, right? You see this clear incline of volume while price action is dropping. That usually signals a continuation of strength to that downside, right? So that's kind of dangerous. So there are a few things that we can do, like a few tricks that we can do here to try to determine where a bottom side can be, right? First of all, we could do let's see. We could do an inverse geometric, right? Like an inverse fib. We could take it from this swing low here before we, capitulated here. We could take it from the swing low to the swing high. And let's do that to kind of determine where the higher probabilities would be. So we actually just failed the 1.618 at 349. We're at 340. That's not the best look, right? So geometrically speaking, we have used a 2 fib. We always use it, right? But the more popular one would be the 272. So I'm going to draw that in there anyway, because it looks like Lucid has never reached this low before. And this was the all-time low here at around 363, right? So this thing is continuing. Destiny, I got you. You know how it goes. Danny Gonzalez, what's up, man? Yeah. So, anyway, yeah. So, failing this bottom side here, failing the inflection, that usually leads things to a what's called price discovery. So that means that there's no historical support back here or resistances or anything. So that makes it a little difficult for us to determine where the hell this thing could even stop, right? So in this case, we could use something like maybe a daily linear regression band, right? So this is telling us here that we have in the next daily candle here, that bottom side is getting really close to the 2 fib, right? So 323 to 317. And then your following bottom side it's in line with the 2.618 as well. So I think we can mark these down like this. So 317 to 323 could be an area for us to bounce from. And in that bounce, we would potentially come back up to the confluence, between the linear regression midband and the 1.618, 349 golden mean. So that's a potential there. And now I'm going to load up here some exponentials to see if there is anything. Actually, you know what? Even an SMA 5. Okay, so that's presently resistance. Let me display the EMAs here. And yeah, damn, everything is literally above this. So we need to use other tricks as well. We need to use other tricks for kids here. So and then we honestly have to mark down that potential of the space between the 272 and the 2618, right? That 295 to 270. So I'm not gonna say 270 just yet, but I will say 295 to $3. Why? Because the $3 is, not everyone believes in this, right? But it's a dollar mark, and it could mark off what could be a psychological target, if you will, right? So we'll mark it off just like this. 3 to 295 is the second inflection here, right? So, and remember that these are like imaginary future numbers. There's nothing in the way for us to like hold back here. Buzz Margin saying, I got to bounce just to show some love. My brother, be safe, be well. Good to see you, man. All right. So, so now let's look at that potential. Let's go to the immediate short term, maybe hourly. Okay, so the hourly time frame is indicating a. Let me load an RSI in here. I really need to see that too. This one here. Okay, damn. All right, so yeah, there is in my opinion, there could be a very, very, very short-lived upside on this. And that would be because the hourly candle closed very close to the top side of this linear regression band. Okay, so and also between the EMA 7 and the EMA 9. So I'm thinking that early we can move up to that 346 to maybe at the top side of maybe 348. 346 to 348, and there would be kind of a lot of pressure applied for a potential downside here. Let me see the 10-minute and even the 15-minute. Yeah, like look at the 15-minute. I'm sorry, the 10-minute is suggesting a 340 at the SMA 50, a 345 top with the linear regression at top as well for a rejection too. And yeah, this is bouncing from the gravitational zone for an upside here. So it's very, very small though. So this could be, if there is risk on the table, right? This could be one of those opportunities to potentially get out of the market, right? Because if you continue to hold the position and this continues to fall into price discovery, that fall becomes more and more fluid, right? And the last thing you want to do is actually average down on this. I explained it in today's live stream, but what I will say is, you know what? I'll give you a quick example. Let me zoom out like a lot just so I can show you how price reacts when you how math reacts, right? So let's just say you had an $18 top here, right? Let me mark it off like this. And we declined this $18 top to, let's just say, $2, right? That marks off an 88.92% downside or decline or drawdown. But so you would be telling yourself, okay, so what I have to do now is recover 88.92% to the upside to break even. Math doesn't work that way. And it's definitely not the case. So now let's take that $2 zone and measure it upward. This is something that Ian was asking me about earlier today, right? So let's measure that upward. And let's go to the 88%, right? This is you right here. Right here. Gathering 88% to the upside puts you at $3.80. So in fact, you would need to recover. You're seeing it right. I'm not creating this. You would need to recover 800% to break even. So I want to put the math here into a serious perspective, because this is actually serious. It's not okay. It's not okay for you to lose that much and then think that you can recover by adding the same percentage that you are down. It's not the same. Okay? So if math is really working out like that, that means that if you're bullish this asset overall for some reason or another, as the price action falls, it's better for you not to scale in, not to average down. Okay, good. Ian, I'm super happy that you guys are understanding it a little better, right? So it would be way better if you slow the rate of loss down, right? So if you are bullish this asset and you feel that there is a chance here for some reason because you think that there is a fundamental catalyst that could launch price action to the upside, sure, whatever that reason may be, it's cool, right? So that means if you want to maintain risk, I get it, right? So what if you didn't, you have your average all the way up here, and then you're all the way down here, and you're thinking, you know what, I'm going to bring my cost basis down. No. That is the last thing you want to do as a trader, as an investor. Don't do that yet. Don't do that yet, right? Because I'm telling you, my personal self, I still see a downside coming in on this. That means that there is a potential break of the all-time low, and then we're going to go into price discovery again. In fact, if you look at this in the 5-day time frame, this is not really giving in. Look at this. Let me get rid of everything in the chart here, including the moving averages. Look at that candle. It's not giving back anything. This is completely bearish, right? So while there is a little bit of loss of strength here, it's still red, and we're closing. I mean, we're beneath the linear regression band on a 5-day, so that's kind of dangerous. All right, so yeah, no problem, Devin. I'm trying to do this because I really just sometimes I want to bring some light to retail because dude, it's hella dangerous, man. It's not good if you don't really know how the math works. Then have someone like me just maybe explain that a bit in a really simple manner to then kind of highlight the potentials of loss. So yeah, looking at a 5-day candle like this, that clearly shows that this is not ready, right, for a reversal yet. So if you are somewhat, like I said, let me just take off from where I was. If you are somewhat bullish this asset, right, and you have a lot of position, right, you could technically wait for a short-term bounce, right, gather yourself another 5 cents per share or 6 cents or whatever you can salvage. Then if it were me, and also I'm speaking about a simulator trade, right? I'm speaking of training purposes here. I would recover by pulling out at a loss a 35 to 40% position. So I'll pull out 30%. So then this rate, as I'm losing downward like this, I would immediately slow it down by 35 to 40% and then reposition at a better area. Because you want to bring your cost basis down, not by averaging down. You want to bring it down by pulling out. Because the moment that you pull out, your average comes down. So if that's the case, you're going to do a 2-shot average down by pulling out at a minor loss. I'm sorry, at a 30% position, right? Whatever that loss is at that point, you're pulling out the market and you're slowing your rate of loss down. And then when you re-long that 35 or 40%, you're going to bring your cost basis again. You're going to bring your cost basis down yet again. So it's better for you to do the 2 cost basis drops instead of the 1 by purchasing. Oh my goodness. Yeah, this is tough, team. This is tough. I don't want to sound like mean or anything. I'm really looking out for your portfolio, for your position, right? Because this is dangerous. It applies a lot of danger. So know that that's a possibility. Okay, know that there is that. I know it's scary. And I know the feeling behind not wanting to realize any loss at all. I get it. right? But remember, if you are bullish this asset, meaning that you do have position holding here, you don't have to realize the entire loss. Is you can reposition on a bounce, whatever that is. Because if you do that, and your average is like $8, right? And you're like at 340 right now. The moment you pull out 35%, whatever that is, that'll probably bring you down to a 690 average. And then when you scale in at that other bottom target that you're waiting for, then you're going to bring it down yet again to around $5 or something. So the retracement to that upside is going to be a lot easier. Instead of getting just the one average down here, then it just nicks you down a little bit, and then you just write it down anyway at a faster rate. So know that there's that possibility, right? So I'm speaking to you in, yes, I'm a short-term trader. I'm a momentum trader, but I am aware of how the math works against numbers, and that's oftentimes it's not favorable for someone who is this is what you would consider kind of like a long squeeze, right? So the shorts are literally squeezing longs out, and this is it's tough. It's really tough. And I will say that there is, the decline in volume here is not telling me that this is really short. This is telling me just like in I forgot what ticker it was that I was looking at earlier today, but this is telling me that there's a lack of interest. This is telling me that it's not short and it's not sell pressure. This is just telling me that there's no one buying, right? There's a huge difference. So you can take it in that perspective as well. So kind of keep that in mind. I'm thinking those levels that I spoke to you a little bit ago, right, on the hourly time frame. One more time, let's kind of just touch on that and move along. It was Tesla. That's right. Alex, thank you so much. Tesla has been falling like crazy. It's been going against the broader markets. My thesis was that we are at a historic critical contraction zone in volatility that we haven't been in since 2013. I think it was June or January, somewhere around there. This is the second largest iteration of contraction that we've ever faced in Tesla on a 2-day period. So on a 2-day chart, right, the bi-daily chart is indicating that huge contraction. My bet was that an 800 million capitalization asset would be able to act on its own and not influence the $1 trillion assets or the trillion cap of Microsoft, of Meta, of all of those other ones, including the SPY. So my bet was that the SPY and all of those were to go to the upside while Tesla did its own thing to the downside, and it would not affect the broader markets because the broader markets are bullish for some other reason. So the lack of interest in EVs is creating this downside pressure alongside this huge statistical and technical setup. So the theory or the thesis has been proven correct thus far. Right? I'm thinking that we could still get some downside. There's going to be bounces, right? We're going to zigzag here. There's going to be recovery bounces and then continuation. But Lucid is also following that, right? So in all technicalities here, we could technically be playing against this. We could be hedging against this on the SOXS ticker, right? So if you're playing, I'm sorry, that's the semiconductors. We can use the... Which one is it? I'm sorry, I'm drawing a blank here. The ETF for TSLS. I think we can do that for a short on a long, I think. Right? I already have some thoughts for you, Devin, on that. Yeah, I think maybe we could do something on that TSLS. Let me see. So this is rallying to the upside, right? So if you find it taboo to consider short position on any of these tickers, right? You could technically use the direction daily, the leverage of 1 times the shares, right? This is 1 times the volatility, so it moves 1 time faster, right? 1x faster. So this is levered by 1x. So that means that while you get downside on EV tickers, you're going to get upside on this bear lever. So if I'm no man, this is really dangerous here too. Moving upside of the SMA 200 on the bear 1x shares here, this could be indicating that there is still a continuation to the downside, of which we're already speculating on anyway, right? So this is already moving above critical moving averages. First of all, the 5-minute time frame is already combating the possibility of crossing above the EMA 200 and the SMA 200. And guys, I will tell you that when you combat or when you succeed upside of the EMA 200 on a 5-minute, your next default is to go above the SMA 50. When you reclaim that SMA 50, then that upside in the immediate short-term time frame could be volatile, and it could also pressure all a cascade from the shorter time frame into the larger ones. So that means 5 into the 15, 15 into 30, 30 into hourly, hourly into 2, 3, and 4, 4 into 8, 12 and daily. And that's going to continue a macro move on the bear play, right? So this is indicating that we could potentially be succeeding upside of that SMA 200 on the 4-hour. Let's look at the ATR on a daily time frame. So the average true range here is 62 cents, right? Here it is. Down there, it says 62 cents, almost 63 cents direction on a daily time frame. So if we were to open tomorrow at 1996, that means that you have a 60-cent average true range top side. So you're looking at $20.56, right, or 54 cents. So 2054 right around there puts you right about here. So let's mark off that area and see what it looks like in the shorter time frame too. So let's go to the hourly now and see where that line is. Okay, so that means that potentially this could into maybe Thursday or Friday, we could reach 2053. We could go up there to 2054. That is a potential here, especially since the hourly time frame is in the process of converting the SMA 10, SMA 5, SMA 20, and SMA 50, and way above the SMA 200 on the hourly. That's, it's going to be a series of higher highs, higher lows, and it's already doing that, right? So this is quite the dangerous move. And in the 4-hour time frame, let me see the SMA 50 against, 50 and the 200 and the 50 are converging here. That means that there could be a golden cross soon for an upside here. That means more pressure to the downside, LCID and TSLA, which further validates my thesis on the Tesla move to the downside and a 30-point loser on that. It's a huge downside that I'm backtesting for, and this is all kind of proving it. I will say to be very careful in the markets, and these bounces could be these tiny bounces to 346 LCID, 346 to 349. It could be one of the last opportunities to potentially get out of the market. It could even be 348. This is the inflection here, right? 348. If it does move beyond that, then there is a potential of 351, which has a lot of confluence too. So a lot of geometric whatever's in there. So just I would be very careful with this, and I would try to remove risk here, because that is risk that you could use for better setups later. And please consider, we run these setups, we run these plays on a daily basis. So hold on just a sec. I'm gonna put this. Where is it? I'm not even sure if that's like how it works or whatever, but. But yeah, so I'm gonna let me just drop Hound. What's up, buddy? Good to see you. I'm just gonna drop a link here real quick, and let me go back to the chat. So use that link to join the Discord team, because I'm about to switch. I just spoke to the Discord pros, and see you, Powder Slave. Be safe, brother. Take care, and I'll catch you early. I'll definitely get some sleep, buddy. Thank you. So make sure to join the Discord team. I'm there just before market open with the team, and we're trading the opening ranges, so far the last 2 days have been equivalent to 5 green trades, I think, 5 or 6, something like that. So yeah, we're green on the week, we're green on the month, everything is good. So let's I want to give you a couple thoughts on that. And Destiny, I have to talk to you more personally about AMC. That's quite the complex play. I feel that it was a lot easier for me to explain Lucid. Um, but yeah, BL and K, I think it was the other one. Both of those and Lucid. I'm sorry, and AMC. I need to speak to you. Uh, because there could be a counter strategy to this without letting go of your shares. But regardless, team. Yeah. Devin, here you go, buddy. This is what I'm thinking here. This is it's like I don't know what happened here, but it's completely bullish, and I do like the fact that you're getting you're about to get a golden cross on the 4 hour time frame. If you kind of scooch back to the 3 hour, you're about to get that too, right? So I want to show you where it is. So here's the hourly time frame golden cross, right? So I know that this. By the way, team, you'll be getting like this here that says Arc A's. This thing tells you the golden cross, silver cross, triple moving average cross to the bears, triple moving average cross to the bulls. So this is actually something that I'm providing for the Arca Bulls trading members and more. I'm going to be providing other scripts too. So by joining, right? So I know that I still owe you guys this thing. So I'm going to go ahead and provide that script for everybody. So let me just go ahead and point out here. I don't like them on paint, so I'm going to put everything at the bottom, right? So, and then from here, I could just save my default. It'll always show up in the bottom, all the notifications, right? So the golden cross, triple moving average bull, silver cross, triple moving average bear, right? So now, since we did get this close on an hourly time frame, I'm expecting I don't know if it has it's 24 cents. I'm not even sure if it has a pre-market. Is this NYSE, NASDAQ, or is NASDAQ? Okay. So if that's the case, immediate short-term downside to 2386 at maybe into the range of like 2329 to 2350 to gather bulls and turn this play into a bullish play, of which you're going to face resistance from the zone of 2496 to about 2538 into tomorrow. That is just speaking on linear regression. So if I were to point out here your resistance of 2538, I'm thinking that you could have a top side of about 26 cents. Right? So I don't think that this moves that much though. So that's again, we go to the daily time frame, pull up your ATR and see how much it moves, right? So let me pull that down. And it looks like we're getting around 3 cents on average, right? 3, 4, 5, and 6. So we're at 23. If it opens up at 23, you have 3 cents of average true range, 26 cent top, right? So I'm thinking that could be your resistance. And everything is kind of pivoted towards the upside. Destiny, I was thinking to sell call strike at $3, expiry 126. What on which one? On LCID? That's okay. Hold off on that because I was also thinking of something similar to that, but I want to know. We can't. We have to. We can't just decide anywhere to sell the call or the put. The reason why is because we want to identify which options contract metric has the biggest delta that you can benefit from. So and also and also how big the theta is, which is time decay, so that it benefits you, so that you don't lose the shares either. So there's like a whole thing to figure out within the Greeks in that. And I'm so happy that you know how to though. I'm really happy that you know how to sell them because that's the primary basis here. Bro, I'm thinking upside, 26 cents tomorrow, immediate short-term downside. So keep an eye on that, okay, bro? I think you're pretty good though, okay? Just the thing is that, this is it's a psychological play. I'll tell you how. This will be the kind of like my last thought on this. Destiny, you don't need to mention that you're my master's student, so this is something that I do for you guys all. I do it more often than you think. um, because I care a lot, and I really hate to see you guys lose. So here is the psychological top. Okay, you see this head and shoulders, right? This is a bearish formation. This was indicating a potential downside to freaking hell down here. So what that means is that now, since we're completely invalidated, we put that at the top side of your shoulder, and your target here is implying around 3146. So geometrically speaking, let's see if that's even feasible, right? So we move this out of the way just so I can see if there's any wick there, and we take the that swing low to the swing. I'm sorry, range low to the range high here, and yeah, so 29.72 to 31.28 would be the technical and psychological move. Now, the actual statistics are suggesting 26, right? So that would be very close to the 2.272 and the range high. Okay, so those are going to be your two primary targets here, right? Or the two range targets that we want to kind of keep an eye on. So that 26-cent target to 27.40 at the 2.272, these two, and then your 2.618 golden mean to 31.40. That's what we're looking for. And yeah. So doesn't he just said worst student? I have a feeling you know. I have a feeling you know, and remember, it's just to practice the system against what someone else could be saying, that we're going to make a short-term bunch of cash. That it'll blind anyone. Devin, I'm super happy you got some help around this, buddy. I really think that you have a good shot at this. And also know that this asset has been kind of on a downtrend the whole time it's ever existed, except for this like one shakeout at 29.40, and then it's existing at 20 cents. So I would not hold this, dude. I would really, really, really consider exiting the market at any potential top side you get. So me personally, I would be pulling out at 25, whatever that is, 25.70 or 26, right? I would already be scaling out at this point. So meaning that if I do reach that 27.40, I have this. There's this this function. You know what? I'll pull it up for you. I'm gonna pull up my my direct access order platform, my trading platform, right? So I'm gonna show you this thing that which makes, guys, there's a huge, there is like this huge advantage that I have over retail because I'm trading direct access, right? So it's meaning that I'm directly trading against the information provided by the NYSE, and I'm using Dash Trader for my direct access order platform. So let me switch over the screen here for both Discord and where's my hold on team. Let me I need to grab Discord out of the way real quick. I'm going to put Discord here. So I have mad screens everywhere. You need ammo to reload and shoot the correct targets. That's absolutely right, Ian. Yeah, Ian, I think I did. So there was, dude, my sound card failed during the recording of my videos for tonight. That thing drew a blank, and then the sound card said, due to the recent Windows update, we also need an update. And I have devices, bro, connected. Like everything is, I hope I got everything, dude. I don't know if I did, honestly. So I hope tomorrow's good. But so far it's I turned the thing off and turned it back on, and it's doing okay. So so let me pull up that screen one more time, right? And I'm gonna share it here with you guys too. So let me change it on Discord to the direct access order platform. Okay, so this is my trading platform here. You're thinking to yourself, what the hell? It looks like Windows 95, right? Yes. That's the whole point. It's not made for style. It's made for trading, right? So this cost me like $250 a month, right? So this, I know it's going to be a little bit hard to see, right? So there's a button here. It's in the center, and it's a very, very, very important script. That button is called Stop to Break Even. Okay, that's right. Daniel Gonzalez in here. Das baby. That's that baby. So the stop to break even means coming back to the chart, right? Let me just go ahead and exit this and then reload the trading view side. Okay. So that means that if you are currently say you bought in at like 17 cents and this thing is at 23 cents and you break that prior high, right? The prior bar high, you can press that button and the system will automatically reserve all the gains temporary, like in a middleman, like I'm sorry, in a middle ground, temporarily realized but still unrealized, and set a stop moving forward. So you can just leave it. You can just leave it alone. So if you don't care because you still have a little bit of upside to go, you know that that's already questionable. You're way beyond your average true range already. You don't know what can happen. You can let that thing run and go and play something else, and this thing will prevent you from going red. So it'll take all the profits if it retraces. So it's a really neat feature, right? So I like, for example, the SPY trade that we did 2 days ago. Like I didn't even know that I was out. I just pressed it and I was like, okay, well, let's go to the next play because I'm getting a lot of requests. So that's what happened. I just put that there and then it took the 11% up. I don't know how far it went up after that, but it took 11%. So I was good. So I need also you guys to maybe try to do that manually, right? Since you don't have in your order platform, you may not have that option. So or you may the closest thing that I think can mimic that would be maybe like a limit, a stop limit, I'm sorry, a trailing stop. And whatever that could be okay. A trailing stop, maybe 2% down or 1% down, whatever you set it. Hanging out over your skis. Know that feeling. Let's see. The landing sucks if you don't stick it. Oh my goodness. Let's see. You need, yeah, dude, Ian. Oh my goodness, man. But yeah, you guys. So that's what I'm looking at here for these. Check out those targets to the upside. Okay. I really wanted to get into the actual plays for tomorrow, but let me bad habits of of a mental I know so bad habits of a mental stop loss. So those are called mental stop loss, is called a manual stop. So if you don't have the cojones to pull off a manual stop, do not trade, right? You really have to be able to accept your loss, man. I can't tell you how bad it is that some people have. It's tough to face the loss, but then you're like, dude, it's just, this thing is probably gonna just retrace, and then there's gonna be the worst thing in the world for you to take the loss, and then especially after you don't want to. So practice taking the loss. I'm sorry to say, team, but it does take more reds for us to get green. And also Tom Hogarth, man, read or watch videos on the psychology training behind Tom Hogarth. He explains, he's the writer of a really important book in the trade. It's called I think it's The Biggest Loser Wins. And it's true, team. We have to become great losers in order for us to become great winners, because we can't just win. We can't do that. It's not, this is a zero sum game, and sometimes we're on the side of sum, and sometimes we're on the side of zero. But what I do know is that if you don't risk, then that's going to be missing the opportunity 100%, right? So if you don't risk it, then you missed out on 100%. That thing is, just make sure that you have your system ready. Make sure that you can build your thesis and execute the thesis with study, right? Don't do it just on a whim, because then we'll be setting ourselves up for bigger losses and more consistent losses and larger losses, because you don't have the system built to take on a measured amount of loss. Okay, so calculate your 1 to 2 ratio. Maybe you risk 1 to get 2, just or if the play is really if the play is sizable and it has a 1 to 5, then you have the ability to size your position up to take advantage of something like that. It takes a certain type of trader to size correctly, right? So if it's a risky play, which is for me anything under $5 is a risky play, really $10, but that's automatically never going to reach a B in a trade. It's always going to be at the max a C plus trade. So which means that in my allowable trading portfolio, so if let's just say you have $1,000 and 10% is your allowable entry, right? It's 10% of that. So if you have 100% of your allowable entry, meaning the 10%, that C plus trade will never have not even 80% of that 80% of that entry. That means that I will probably long around $30 that entry or $20 that entry because it's a high risk play. But when the play is not a high risk and you identify the upside with true thesis and a true system and measured, everything, then you can size that play up. So then mid caps, large caps, especially in the blue chips, then, you're looking at potential B, A plus trades, which are very rare to find. So know your trade. Let's see. I was just about to say Tom Hogard, best loser wins. Yes, the best loser. Sorry. Thank you, brother. Hound is saying it right there. Team, that it was a great read. It's a great read. In fact, I'm not even reading psychology trading books anymore. I'm actually reading, for example, Sun Tzu's The Art of War right now. I'm using that for the trade. So as you grow in the trade, you're going to start pulling off, or you're going to start coming up with ideas for psychology training through other means, things that are not meant for the trade, right? Because a lot of people correlate trading to chess, or they correlate. I think chess is the greatest example, right? Because you have an opening move, and that opening move in chess introduces several possibilities of a potential attack on your opponent. The opponent sees that one move, and the reaction on the opponent would be, okay, this move is equivalent to getting attacked from this end, this end, this end, or this end, which means that I have these probabilities set out. So I'm going to try to do this to combat the best or the higher probability move to come out alive. Meaning it's all based on probability, because there are several strategies and counter strategies against an opening or against guys. Just watch that Netflix show, man. You're gonna love it with that pretty girl. I think chess is a good way to identify what trading is, and I do think it's built on strategy. So if it is built on strategy, that means that you are essentially trading against or competing against the brightest minds in the world, and most of those minds do not look at the trade for any financial gain at all. They just want to be right. Actually, I at some point in my trading, I stopped triggering the buy or short because I forgot, because I realized that it was more about the process. I realized I didn't even know that I was doing it. And that's what it's actually all about. So if you're getting trained professionally, you're going to get trained to not look at the financial gain. You're going to get trained to look and respect the process and craft. So remember your rating system. Remember your entry and exit system. Know to have a strategy. Know to have an exit plan, an entry plan, the whole thing. I know it sounds impossible, but it's not. It's just really like any other job. You get a new job, you're nervous because you don't know nothing. So you got to train. You don't know how to drive right at the get-go. So you're going to have to train. And guess what driving has? It has a reverse and a forward, just like we do short and long here. So if you don't know how to identify the reverse, then how the hell are you ever going to go forward if you don't know how to reverse? You got to park the car somewhere. So how are we going to terrible analogies here, team. I'm actually cracking myself up even thinking about it. But yeah, I couldn't think of a better one. I always pull that one off. But you got to inhale and exhale too. You can't just and then not inhale, because you're gonna die. So where there's an in, there is an out. Where there's a yin, there's a yang. Where there's a black, there's a white. So I'm just saying, learn both sides of the spectrum. Even though it may be taboo to short, doesn't mean you have to short. It just means you have to know how to play it and identify that play. You know? I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. Right. So I hope you understand what I'm talking about. So don't listen to fools from Los Angeles, California. Right. So we're crazy. Oh my goodness, man. But yeah, so that's it right there. Let me come back to the chat right here and see what the hell's going on. So emotional control is huge. It says Devin, yeah, bro, it is. It really is. Damon Wiggs, what's up, buddy? So do I need to subscribe to real-time data on TradingView to use indicators properly, or for the options trading I'm doing through my Webull? Yes, and okay, TradingView, you don't need. I'm sorry, but okay. Let me just re-answer that in the best way possible. Real-time data is essential to trading. Okay, but now your question was for indicators. Okay, so no, you don't need the indicators to have real-time data to use them properly, but they will benefit greatly if you're trading live. Does that kind of like answer that? And you're going to tell me, well, I am trading live. So then hell yeah, you need it, So, so yeah, it's a conditional answer, but I mean, to put it out to you, man, I'm paying $250 a month for real-time data and the access for direct trading on Dash Trader. And I'm also paying for the entire package of real-time data on TradingView as well. Right. So it's like $1,000 a year. Yeah, TV equals TradingView. Yeah, I think, yeah, it is like a I heard it was 3 to 5 minute delay. I think TradeStation is a 15-minute delay, and Webull is about a 5-minute delay. It's ridiculous, man. That means that while you're entering, everybody's exiting, So, dude, don't do that. Don't be that guy. All right. So anyway, Indra, are you still in here? Let me know where you at. Destiny, don't you never laugh at me again. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Ian, don't you tell me that you were that guy, bro. Who gave Arca a license? You don't need a stinking license. Dude. Oh my goodness. Keeping it real, bro. Keeping it real. Okay. All right. Anyway, so I wanted Indra, good. I'm sorry. I'm asking because I'm gonna take your last request before I move into the plays for tomorrow, right? Because I'm looking at a potential setup on a few over here. So yeah, I'm gonna give this ticker maybe 5 minutes. So what was it again? Let me know what ticker that was, Indra. I'm sorry, I kind of lost the thread. Destiny saying, so you need to pay $3.95 to get real time quotes. In TradingView, that's actually you're looking at an additional like $3 for the OTC markets. There's an additional $3 for NASDAQ, an additional $3 for Arca, and futures and Forex as well. I think Forex may have like a $5 or something like that. I forgot what it is, but I pay for the entire package, and I think I pay for the entire package minus Forex, I think, or something like that. And I think it's running me around $189 or close to $200 a year on top of the subscription fee. So the subscription fee is usually, with the little discounts here and there, but damn, I'm probably not going to get that. Oh my goodness. I don't think there's any specials coming up. God. Okay, so it's going to be an $800 a year for me for TradingView. So damn. Yeah, so definitely try to always take advantage of stupid Black Friday and whatever, right? Because they cut it out like really, like, I mean, they discount the crap out of it. Yeah, that is correct, right, Destiny? So yeah, it's I chose to pay for the OTC and everything else like that because I get requests to look at OTC, and how the hell am I ever gonna chart GTII if I have limited data? Yeah, so I was gonna give this ticker a quick shot here because we do have some setups that I want to look at, right? So let's take a look at this. Let's see. Sorry, Ian saying, Arca, any chance you could look at NUKK? I've already taken profit on this and have runners looking to see a potential topside and exit. OKK and KK and UKK. Destiny saying so $9.99 a month can't cover your fee. Destiny, you're giving me a hard time again about that. Remember how I told you that like I would. So okay. What I meant by strength in numbers is that there's a lot of Discord traders who are charging like 50, 60, even $100 a month, right, to trade with them. And I know that I have like 14 or 15,000 subscribers, spread out, but I feel that I could offer I could offer a more laid back service, right, with real time and live trading at the market open for a smaller fee temporarily, right? So meaning that I'm at some point I'm not going to tell you when, but at some point I'm going to close the doors for Discord. I'm not going to allow anyone. I'm not going to allow anyone else in. So what I'm going to do from there is I'm going to then allow entry to maybe 10 to 15 people at a whatever premium. So that it does create some type of, whatever is strategy, but I'm going to essentially it's just going to be $9.99 for now. But I know Destiny was on a DM with me and she goes, $9.99. She goes, why so cheap? And I'm like, damn, I'm so embarrassed. Like, wow. And that's funny you say that because my brother even said it today. He's like, dude, I get it. We could get a bunch of people. I see it, and you're really dope and everything. But he goes, you should be definitely $49.99. You should be $50 clean. Like, dude, you are definitely bringing in trades every day bigger than that. Like, it's insane. So Destiny's saying maybe I'm the one who needs that premium. You need the personal trading experience with Arca, the next to Arca experience. Dude, look, Ian just said in the Discord, he goes, dude, I would pay $99 for this Discord a month. and that's I guess it's in the proof. I guess the proof is in the pudding. It's a saying, right? So if I provide some type of and Destiny agrees with you, bro. She just said, yep. And if I provide like a consistent win or batting average or strike rate, whatever you want to call it, then I what if I'm just proving myself for now? I don't know. I don't know, you guys. I just don't want to seem like I'm just being super, or I don't want to seem like I'm just being desperate and I'm being this like shill or something. I know to value myself and all that stuff, but and you know what, the biggest explanation that I put up today was or the cleanest type of a description over what you're doing for me by paying me $9.99 a month for trading with me daily and educational content or whatever else is like this. I said, so basically you're kind of coming into the toll booth and putting in 2 quarters, right? So you're putting in 50 cents a day to trade with me live. And that's the exchange, right? So you're putting 2 quarters a day in that toll booth, and you go in and you're like, hey, Arca, let's trade, So I kind of put it in that perspective, and I'm like, damn, I think Destiny's right. But I'm just going to leave it there for now and see how it grows, right? So for now, I think we have like 46 or 48 members already verified. So and it's been like 10 or 11 days since we released this platform. So we're doing okay, right? Thumbs up, everybody. But let's trade the markets and let's make the cash that way. But that's another thing too, because I didn't want anyone to like really say, oh, this guy's just making all of his money on the Discord fee. No, man, that's not it either. Oh, goodness gracious. Let's see. It's a great way for forging friends and learning. Dude, it is. It's a really cool atmosphere when we're chilling together. Hound is saying I lost my password and had to make a new Discord account, but I'm still named Hound. I'll DM you on there soon, Arca. Dude, yeah, because damn, you lost. Yeah, I want to check to see if you still have moderator. I think you may be able to get in because you're still that title. But for now, dude, I'm trying to figure out the Discord because not even my analysts are able to get in. My super secret brother is in here right now, and he can't even get in. He goes, dude, I'm just gonna pay the damn $10, man. It's whatever. I'm like, dude, I don't want you to pay, man. I'm sorry. And I'm over here just like, oh, blah, 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 blah. Anyway, LAES. Indra has been waiting for Indra. What time is it where you are? Oh, that's right. It's a new, yeah. So message me and then let me see what it is. Alex, is it because you're on an iPhone? No, there's just one. Are you on an iPhone or an iOS thing? I'm like, am I about to hear the huge yes? You're like, yeah, I got an iPhone 15 Pro X Max Ultra. It's the biggest one you can get, bro. Candace, what's up? Okay, so, man. So it's because Apple is applying a premium on top of it. So if you did it through like a Windows computer, it's definitely $9.99. Arca, have you seen the chart for bull or rum? Damn it. I have not. 7:50 in the morning? Damn, Indra, that's die hard. You're chilling over here 7 in the morning. Destiny is saying $49 for 10 stocks and $99 for a 50 stock check and $200 for unlimited. Destiny just set the tier system right now. She said, dude, your $9 like nonsense has to, that has to go out the window. We're gonna have to make we're gonna make Destiny the Arca Bull's advisor here. She's gonna be like, yo, you know what? This is not working out because who's gonna make anything there? You're on your way to work, so using all kinds of data right now. Oh my goodness. All right, so yeah, Indra. So before you get to work and people, yell at you for watching Arca Bulls, let's look at this. So LAES, the Candace, hold on just a sec. Let me check on those. And also, damn it. So we have still also the Ian, I got you, buddy. RUKK. I remember, or RU, what was it? I forgot you asked me a while ago. I just connected the stream to my car so I don't miss LAES. Oh, okay. So here we go. Officially, I'll start it for you. Okay, so remember earlier I was talking about or I don't know if you heard or whatever, but yeah, breaking up side of the EMA 200, especially the EMA 200, especially the EMA 200 on a 5-minute. That usually indicates that we would potentially succeed the top side of the SMA 50. So the conditions here would be to start closing the SMA 50 with some 5-minute candles. And we are already doing that. So you have here a consistent 1, 2, and 3 closures above the SMA 50. And you have an arguable upside on this 5-minute, which means it's okay. It means that at some point we have to retrace to validate the support, right? So we haven't come back to confirm that. So $1.99 could be your retracement, right? And it's also your psychological support because it's $2. It's the mark. It's the dollar mark. From there, if you do confirm that top side of the 199, then upside is very likely. And your next targets can be seen. Let's look at the ATR on this. Wow, that thing is expanding. Volatility is coming in like crazy. Almost 25 cents. Nice. Okay. So if the hourly time frame, this is posing a little bit of danger. That's why there's a pullback. That's why it's an arguable upside. Because you're at the linear regression resistance on the hourly and closed there. If this candle doesn't open above it, you're definitely going to face a little bit of pressure here, and there's a risk here of even falling to the inflection. So 199 to potentially 189. Okay, but it's still an upside bias, and the 189 just happens to be very close to the EMA 200 at 187. So that's that. Failing the EMA 200, your play is over. Okay, that'll capitulate. Your inflection zone is 186. You cannot close candles beneath the 186, or else that's gonna start to curve. All right, so be careful with that one there. Okay, but yeah, I'm thinking here that immediate short-term time frame downside, the immediate supports are 199 with a risk of the 189 bottom, but I do think that there is a continuation to the upside here. Just know that the condition is going to be, and all in all, to just make sure to close above the 5-minute EMA 200. And then I think you should be good. But from there, let's just say that you open at 204 tomorrow, right? So your top side would definitely be around 25 cents to the top side, right? So that would be to 224 or 220, whatever. So, look, you have your top side at 229. That might as well be it. So 225 to 229 is your average true range. It would be 229, actually. That is 25 cents. Holy crap. Can't do math today, team. What the hell is going on? All right, so check the short in. Candace, I don't have Fintel or what is that other one? Ortex. I don't pay for that. Do you happen to know by any chance what that short interest is? I mean, if you're above 10% short interest, that's already ridiculous. And I know that there's always talks about the hundreds of percents of short interest. I get it, right? So in other words, what Candace is asking me is the short interest is the borrow percentage, right? So as it climbs, it becomes more and more expensive for people to borrow to short, right? Because that's how you short. You short on margin. Okay, so yeah, those are my thoughts here. There is a probability here that you could get immediate support at 199 and then the break of the hourly time frame linear regression, which would then send you to the 229 average true range top, right? So if it doesn't, though, you know that you can 183 that guy real quick. So be careful with this one, Candace. I know that, I'm sorry, Indra, sorry. Just be careful with this one. I know that there's a little bit of a risk in hand here, but my bias is honestly towards immediate short, like I said, immediate short-term time frame downside and then a recovery. But remember the condition. Just make sure that we can stay above that EMA 200 and above that 186 inflection. But yeah, I still think that it's kind of like a bull flag here for a continuation to the upside. And if you do, I think if you start closing above 230, 229, then holy crap. Then yeah, your next target would potentially be around 388 if you close a daily above 229. No way. Does it? What? Let me see. So sorry, say again. You said it has it. TradingView has a short charts under the list. When you you mean the you mean the I know what you mean. It's the FINRA short volume. So that's volume. It's not the short interest. It's not the percentage rate. So like for example this here, right? So you're getting the daily short. Volume. So you're looking at a volume of 2504 on this. So I'm not sure if that's I need the I think she's talking about the percentage rate. But yeah, this is what this is what I would look at when MMTLP was actually trading. I was looking at the MMTLP short volume back when. But traveling, thank you, buddy. Anyway, team. So yeah, let me look at Ian. You asked me again, buddy. I'll look at this for you. No problem. What the hell was it again? NUKK, right? NUKK. Okay. And let me see what you said. Taking profit on disciplined runners, looking to see a potential top side exit. You went long? I'm sorry, you went long on this, or are you short this because you made a lot of money? Like you went long down here at $2 or something, and then you took profit at 230, 40, 50 around there. Oh, nice, dude. That is such a dangerous play. Okay. Um, what is the after? What are the after hours? Sorry, this was the 5 minute. Let me see what the after hours are saying. What? No way. Close at 209 and after hours is at 240. That SMA 20 on a 12-hour, dude, is super powerful. That might as well be the top. 246. That, I mean, yeah, crossing below the SMA 20 on like a daily or 12-hour or 8-hour, that's traditional. That's traditional short. And also you're increasing some bear volume here. Let me see what that moving average on the volume is looking like. That's a clean signal, dude. It's showing that there could be an increase of bear interest here, right? I know that the RSI is still pivoted towards the upside, but please remember that this is gravitation here. You're sitting, it's 42%. You start at 42% for your gravitation, right? So right about here, right there. If the RSI signal does not pass that zone, then you're in danger of retracing here. But still, you have the SMA 14 as support and the prior zone's gravitational zone. If that's the case, then resistance at the SMA 20 would indicate a continuation to the downside here. And I'm not sure if it can go beyond the SMA 10 and the SMA 5 of 224 or 225, but I will say that it may rhyme with the SMA 50 on the 5. Let me see. Yeah, my goodness. It's exactly 225 on the 5-minute. That means, dude, that you are testing the retracement entirely. So while this does look like a bullish formation, it still has some figuring to do. It has a little dance to do still. It's still gonna play with people's emotions here. So, in other words, yeah, that's a falling wedge. Something like I'm not sure if we can draw it from this top side here, right? Because I'm not getting confluent touches enough. So I think we may have to limit this to this here. And even that, I don't even know. Actually, is this trying to break out already? And did it already reach its target? Holy crap. There is a potential for that. It is. Like this here, right? And then you have this right there. 70% breakout. Test of the support. Continuation. Your top side target for this formation would be the breakout candle here. That's suggesting that you would reach around 369. But the more popular target would be the center of the triangle, right about here. Right, and that would take you from the clean break right here. Yeah, that would take you to the resistance of 297. But I'm not sure. I mean, that would mean that you would have to succeed the top side of the SMA 20 on a 12-hour, which is not impossible, but I'm just saying it's tough, right? But technically speaking, this is still suggesting a look. Let me move this to over here and see. Like this is the regression top. Statistically speaking, that's possible, right? So yeah, I think I wouldn't trust price action anywhere beyond $3. And if that $3 is the target, then you know I'm getting out at 298 or 294 or something. Because dangerous. All right, so that is it for that ticker, my dude. Be careful. Be careful. And let's see, my understanding of it is that It's like 89% or something like that in short. 89%. Holy hell. That's ridiculous. That's so high. On bull, on BUBOWL, that's insanity. Damn, that's a little tough here. You definitely got a closure of a 12-hour, actually the opening of a 12-hour iteration below. What time is it? 10:30 p.m. So yeah, you gotta close here below the SMA 50 on a 12-hour. That's super dangerous. And also the 5-minute time frame. Let me kind of show you this here. No, not the 12 to 5 minute. Let me do this and pop it up like this so that you can kind of see what the cycle is against these three moving averages, right? So you can see the clear support, right? Support, the occasional weakness coming in. This is your first warning here. Touching your SMA 200, EMA 200, right? You get it again. That thing's knocking at the door. People think that, I mean, yeah, you got a gnarly bounce there, sure. But those are your warnings here that you're probably not going to continue to the upside like too much more, right? So here you get the first failure, validation of resistance of the SMA 50 and the SMA 50 and the EMA 200 validation, complete short. And then at some point it has to try to recover or try to validate the moving averages again. Failed them completely. The bulls are not ready for that just yet. And now there was the try again. So the EMA 200 got tested. The SMA 50 got reclaimed, but not strong enough yet again with a validation of the 50. And you can see that this line here is kind of the guide. This is what I mean. This is what it's looking like it's doing. Like it's just going boop, 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 boop. Like it's just, this is huge. And it would be understandable because you had this ridiculous run from $8 to $15. That's massive, right? So that is a play. This terminal shakeout here, it literally shaped the way the price action would move for the next few weeks or months here on this asset, right? So you're looking at a pump. Yeah, that's fair. That is fair. You're looking at a 74% pump to the upside over a couple months here. That's massive. So if this thing is getting ready for a retracement, then let's mark this off, right? So this is your bottom side of 885, right? Take this for perspective. Draw it in like this. And if this is suggesting that you would be coming down, then that would technically be a mean reversion, mathematically speaking, right? Appreciate you building up my confidence, my dude. Yeah, maybe so. I think you may be right, brother. I think you may be right that the people will. Be super careful with it, right? But I think you're right. This is what I want you to kind of focus on right here. So if this is some type of massive reversion to a mean, then technically speaking, your mean could be located in a macro sense at 1167. However, I will say that this is a massive demand zone because this was a huge supply here, right? So you failed it once already, which is super dangerous, right? And you're reclaiming the top side of it. I'm not sure if I can take that as you're knocking on the door for a downside continuation or you're knocking on the door for a potential liftoff, right? But technically speaking, the moving averages are above you, so that's completely bearish. So now let me pull up a reversion variant on this. This is my algorithm that tells you where your mean is, but I don't want to look at it on the 5-minute because that's not what I'm looking at. I want to see this on a larger time frame or a macro time frame. So let me see the 5-day. Okay. Yeah, this is precisely what I expected. 3-day, 5-day time frame, $11.47. That means that we And look at where the look at where the mid band is. I said 1167, right? This is 1147 on a 3-day. Buy daily 1178. 5-day you're looking at 1140 or 1111. So that's, yeah, this is a reversion. This is a reversion play. So this also has a couple of dangerous zones. Okay, so let's look at the buy daily, because the buy daily seems to be the one that's more that's clear, right? So let me get rid of that thing there, and now just look at the volatility bands. First signal here was the closure of this buy daily massive, I mean huge shooting star. This is a clean rejection, right? Very traditional. So if this thing is reverting to the mean, look at also your EMA 200. Oh my goodness, your EMA 200 on a daily is at 1177. Jesus Lord, that is crazy. Your SMA 20, yeah, actually no, I'm sorry. Yeah, it's just your EMA 200. Your EMA 200 on the daily is located right there at 1177, just under the mid band. What happens here is that usually price will move 2 to 3 standard deviations away from its mean, and typically it reverts back to the mean. Now, it's not to say that the mean here is going to be the reversion point. It's to say that we're reverting back because we already deviated from this, right? So let me make sure that I do have it on a 2 standard deviation. Yeah, I do. So the 2 standard deviation multiplier is typical here for price action to deviate from, right? So the idea here would then be to support yourself from the 1178. If you do not support yourself from the 1178, that means you're going to deviate just as hard to the downside. Potential $9, $8 targets there. Okay, so this is a critical support to kind of look at. 1178 must not be failed. And 1157, or actually 1106, would be complete invalidation right here. Closing any daily candle beneath that would introduce $10 flat. All right, so that is it for bole. Yeah, it's crazy because that's actually reported short interest. So, man, it's getting harder to borrow for the newer and newer comers, right? But whoever was already short on this, they have to honor their entry, right? So they're at whatever interest. From here, that short position is not the 80%. Well, it depends on when it was fired, right? So if these are 2-day iterations. So this is January 2nd up here. So whoever shorted the asset and is still holding a swing on short, they're honored the entry. It's not a variable or what is it called? It's not the rate. It's not streamlined, meaning that when you enter, that's the printed rate. So for whoever the newcomers are, that's probably when it's starting to apply, right? So as you decide to short this asset more and more into the future, then the borrow fee, locate fee, and short interest max will increase. So that's a lot of fundamental crap that I don't even know why I remember, but it's there. Destiny, what's up with you, girl? Let me see. Is there a chance that OCGN breaks above $1 by the end of this month? Why does that sound so familiar? OCGN. The breaking above $1. No. Actually, this is about to. This just failed inflection today. So that 6160. Oh crap. Remember, Destiny, you still here? Let me know that you're still here. You were up 72 cents, then pull back. Oh, okay. Did you hear me speak about the 2 standard deviation top before a retracement? That's literally what this is doing right now. And your primary inflection zone here would be to close a daily candle beneath 55.36. Your first inflection to introduce this potential of 56 is the break of 61.57. And we're going to get in 14 hours and 23 minutes, meaning that by market close, this next session, the one that we're about, the one that I'm going to trade with you guys in my morning in like 6 or 7 hours or whatever that is, or 8 hours, this is going to close. And if it closes beneath 61.82, it's a guaranteed shot to 55.36. Now, if this closes beneath 55.36, it's definitely a guaranteed shot to 46 cents. But this is reverting. You were holding this since 2021? What was your average? Oh my God. I hope you mean like this 2021 here at least. So at one point you were like worth like $7 million up here. And then you're like minus $7 million over here. 120. Oh, crap. Why would this reverse though? What is it? Ocugen? Oh, it's a biopharma. Sorry, I thought I saw someone out my window. Like, don't look at me. The hell, man? This is not the neighborhood to be looking in anybody's windows. Dude. Let me see the forecast on this. It has upgrades. When did this come out? Do you know when the news came out for the upgrades? You bought $18 and down. Oh, damn. Candace, so does she. I need to talk to her about AMC. Like I need to look at her in the face and be like, Destiny? Anyway, Destiny, I think this thing is getting ready for a pullback, and this is a reversion to a mean because this was a stupid upside. That was like really good. But I'm looking for a 22% drawdown on this over the next 2 to 3 days. In other words, what you're looking at here, in other words, Destiny, what you're looking at here is the opportunity, that pump, to recover whatever you could. So I know that it's going to be like a 65% loss, but this is that opportunity. And what I can tell you is that you're going to have artillery to be able to trade with me. You mean you bought more? And your average is still like, well, your average was brought down to 120. So you were at 18 at one point, and you brought it all the way down to 120 from 18. That's incredible, dude. Where the hell you get all that money? Hold on, Destiny. I need you to maybe consider taking like this out of the plate, because this is the shot that you have here. This is about as good as it's going to get, because right now is a minimum 22% loss. The standard deviation multiplier to the downside is indicating an additional 22% loss. So I really don't want to see this at like 23 cents. Damn, that is a lot of cash. Destiny, please try. I can tell you, I can't promise you things, right? But the people in the your trading mates in Arca Bulls, they seem to believe that I have a pretty good average or strike rate on my trades, right? So I think that if you pull out whatever you can, then you'll have artillery to trade alongside me, and that can really help. Ian just said in the chat, look at him. I know that YouTube can see that. He just said she'll make that back quick. Right? So I just I haven't, I'm not perfect. There's no way I'm perfect. We're definitely going to have red days. We're definitely going to have loser days. But when we win, oh man, and it's a lot. So then $5 double down to get out. But let me see. But stuck more. No. Destiny, I'm telling you to get out. If just not financial advice. I'm sorry that I'm saying that. But this opportunity that you got here, this is about as good as it's going to get. Unless this thing has a massive macro news that I don't even know. But these pharmaceuticals, they are notorious for getting shorted below $1 all the time. And man. So Daniel Gonzalez is saying Arca is a great trader, uses real analysis. Stock market will do the stock market stuff, but this is a game of probabilities. Destiny, I'm telling you to take this opportunity and probably exit the market like 100%, because then you'll have that to be able to trade. So Ian is saying, I've reloaded. I sold off GTI ASRE and Finger to get my money back and trade alongside this man. Dude, Ian, I love you, buddy. We're going to get your psychology back in. We're going to get your trade back in. We're going to get the money back in, buddy. So, Destiny, I know you don't want to hear that, but this is the opportunity here. And also, this is my algorithm. It's telling you something. Please. I know, like I can almost see you like, damn it, man, why is he telling me to do that? I wanted him to tell me to just average down one more time and he's gonna go to the moon tomorrow, right? I can't. I would say let me see what the 5 minutes. Hold on. The hourly time frame. I would say try to exit at potentially 60 at 60 or 61. There is a chance that it can reach that in the early session. So maybe put in a limit on this, right? There is a chance here that it can do two things. You can either 50% out at 61 and 50% out at 65 or 60. I'm sorry, that would be 65.54. There's probably those two targets there. But this opportunity here, look at the price action. Look how it's kind of giving in. And also your RSI is also starting to decline, right? So I think that you have one more shot at maybe 61 to around 60, 65.44-ish, right around there. And then, let that cash settle. and then, let's play other plays that are not 50 cents. Yeah. Because we could, yeah. And Ian is saying no diamond handing. It'll suck you dry. We fight next week or tomorrow. Well, actually she has to settle the cash, right? Destiny, how old are you? Are you 20? You look like you're 26, maybe 25. I'm asking because you look like a really young trader and you have your whole life ahead of you. Let's make sure to keep that cash. Let's see. I need to look at Nvidia because this is, I don't know if we're about to face a little bit of a correction here. No way. You're going to tell me, nope, I'm 18 years old, bro. Oh, okay, I see. Yeah, 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 yeah. To the point to where you don't ask a lady. I got you. I got you. But you don't look. You don't look that. I thought that you were. I thought. I'm saying because I have. I don't know if you've seen Aiden Davis around. Uh, he's 19 years old. You know, and he often he had to ask his parents to look into me, right, so that they can see if I'm valid. He even asked me to provide my receipts, like my trades. And I said, and he goes, "Can I see can I see your trades, Arca?" He wanted to see if I actually did what I do, right? And I said, "Oh, dude, man, I got to gather all that stuff." I was like, "Yeah, man, I'll just give me a couple hours." So I started gathering all that stuff up, and he saw it, and he's like, "Oh my god!" He's like, "What the hell, dude? You're on all the time." And he showed his parents, right? So that's how they approved of him being around me. So I am an extension of his parents. So I've taken him under my wing completely, right? I need to make sure that he's okay because of how young he is. So I was getting the impression that you were also that young with just like $1 million in your bank account and just doing your thing, right? So I felt that I can't let that happen to a young girl because I'm not letting it happen to a young dude, right? He has his whole life ahead of him, and he was just entering the market at whatever thesis and longing whatever, and I can't have that. I'm not. He's such a good dude, full time student, great student, awesome parents. I can't see that, right? And yeah, but that's the only reason. That's the real only reason I asked. It's because you have your whole life ahead of you. But guys, Nvidia is feeling. Let's see. I'll take a wingtip. Just saying. Oh my goodness. I think that Nvidia may be preparing for. I don't know if it's a deep correction, but there could be a pretty sizable downside on this, and this EMA 200 may give us. Man, this EMA 200 may actually give us the hint that we're going to fail the hourly time frame linear regression band, and that bottom side could be confluence. I don't know. It could be confluent to the EMA 200. No, Destiny, don't tell me that. You that is that you in the new picture that you put up in the Discord? You changed your picture to like something else. I'm sorry, I can't see right now. But like if that's you, I need to take a sample of your blood and you know, create something there. We'll hire somebody to make us all younger. Yeah, that does not look like, well, holy crap, man. That's incredible genetics, by the way. But yeah, that's what, you never step outside ever. You just stay inside and just you know, not let the weather wither you away. You stayed inside of the house forever, and you're like, you know what? I can't let the sun touch me because I am just too purified. Anyway, oh, those. Oh, okay. So those are pictures that you just took last year. Wow. Yeah, that's incredible, Destiny. So Destiny, please, 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 I would really that's that's the application. Oh my goodness. So is the application putting the filter on your face, huh? Anyway, I want you to really, dude. You know, maybe tomorrow we could blame him for capitulating. All right, he's probably capitulating right now. But Destiny, I want you to really think about that ticker. What was it again? I forgot. The one that we just talked about. I need to, I'm 38. I am 38 years old. Yeah, I want you to really 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 think about that position. in because damn it. Then you could trade alongside a nerd, a computer geek. Be like, well, my computer's telling me that we're gonna go short here, you know, and I'll take you to the promised land with the whole team. Let's go, team. Watch out for Nvidia. Oh, yeah, that I remember you were telling me about that one, right? So that's the one. Let's prepare this team. Failing the SMA 50 on a 5-minute time frame means reversion. Okay. Look at the post market. Look at all those wicks. This thing is like, I can't do it anymore. I can't do it anymore. I can't do it anymore. It's trying to fail. Destiny, try to yeah. You know what? It's because it's a lot of cash and it's a lot of money that you've built over your working career or whatever you do. It's just like it would be really terrible if we just really saw it all reach 80% or 70% or 90%. You know, so if we could remove if we can remove them even at 60-65s, then that's like that would be a success story, because then you will be able to say to yourself that I took a punch, right? I was punched in the stomach and I took it. I survived it, and now I know not to do that, right? So what was it? I think I forgot how many times Thomas Edison attempted at creating the light bulb. I forgot. Let's just say that he attempted to create the light bulb. I forgot the exact number, right? So let's just say that he attempted it 990 times, right? Or some crap like that. And he achieved at 991. So his idea was that he did not fail 990 times. He actually succeeded in gaining knowledge of how not to make a light bulb 990 times. So this would be one of those times of yours, right? So you would see how not to trade the financial market by taking that blow. And honestly, it's just it's going to be one less thing in your mind. Oh my goodness, Destiny. Yeah, that's a lot. That's a big time thing. At least you're not flat ass broke, you know? So yeah, let's try to recover as much as we can from that. And make sure that we can still recover some cash for your family, and you know, we don't live forever. And while we're here in this short amount of time, we have to try to do our best for the ones who follow us. Quick little note here on Nvidia. We have a huge falling off of volume with increasing price action. What is that, team? Why? What is that? Price action with an incline and volume dropping. What is that called? Do y'all know what that is? Let me know in the chat if you know what that means. Ian Tucker, hella right. So we have a bearish divergence in volume against price action on the hourly time frame, which is already kind of a large time frame to consider. So if we are going to be getting this downside, it's probably going to be soon. And my thesis here is that we could probably play a complete downside on Nvidia, and if you guys don't want to play the downside, we can look at the SOXS. So that is going to be the bear short for the semiconductors short. And but I need you to know that is the most dangerous thing you can do as a trader. So I'm not going to look at the charts, and we're going to play this, okay? I just want you to know that there's other ways to play this long, just in case it's a little taboo for you to play the downside. But it's I'm just watching out for you, but I also don't want you to FOMO into 3x levers, because that means 3x your loss. Right, Ian Tucker said, give me the dice. Let's roll them, man. Craps. Candace, what say you to me? Oh man, Ian bought 84 shares of GTI when it was 4 something. LOL. So I'm also seeing with that. Um. There's a short term. Man, where you been at, bruh? How you doing, buddy? How are you? Hold on, hold on. Let me. I need to unmute you so people can hear you, guys. Cryptic is actually done capitulating. He's here now.
I'm gonna capitulate in a few minutes.
Dude, look at Nvidia, bro. Man, this is gonna fall off a cliff soon.
Ooh,
dude.
Yeah. I still think it touches 500 though.
550.
550. Sorry, yeah.
Dude, if that 550 gives us the capitulation here, the capitu-choo-choo, dude, that would be, failing that SMA 50 around 545 would be ridiculous.
Yeah, that's kind of what it's gonna. I think it's pushing for it. Well, not tomorrow. I think tomorrow's gonna give one last push, and
then what if it does Friday. It in the pre-market? You know, what if it does it in the early pre? It just goes bleep.
Then we could expect our boom.
We could expect our boom red candles, right? Destiny said I bought 5K GTI at 199 last year. Destiny, we need to get you away from the. You know, you need to please come here more. Because the long hold strategies, the swings, the overnighters. Damn. Have a good night. Be safe, be well. We shall speak in the morning. The swing plays, right? The overnight holds, the weekly holds, or even monthly or 2 month, whatever, even overnight. That we're not quite there yet, and we definitely have not been there for the last 547 days. So playing long and playing a hold on these plays is kind of a no. We are definitely in day trade and momentum and range, long and short. So we very much have to play the safer cards here. But as soon as we jump into a bull cycle, yeah. As soon as we start combating the real upsides here, and then the macro economic, let's just say this, as soon as the Fed starts saying that they're going to go negative interest rates, that's when we're in a bull cycle. Okay? So we're going to shift that crap to the upside, and we're going to be able to hold. We're going to be able to hold things overnight, even small caps. But we don't want to do small caps. Let's not do that, okay? Tucker's like waiting for a timeout. He goes, I'm about to time somebody out right now. Cryptic, so I don't know, bro. Yeah, let's see. Dude, I just saw the entire orange area disappear in like a hot second. Dude, Ian, you just got bamboozled out of the way, bro. Dude.
Ian just got a 10-second timeout.
10 second? There is a 10-second interval? Wow.
Yeah, there's a second. Yeah.
That's so funny. Oh, bro. Dude, Destiny said I disappeared since October because of... Damn. You got a margin call, and you just said, I'm never going to look back again. And then here you are, you gambler. All right, so let's do this the right way. Alex.
So is NVIDIA your main? What you're looking at?
Yeah, dude, I'm looking at NVIDIA as the potential mover here. I know Microsoft, it just moves a little weird, but I feel like NVIDIA has some pressure to the downside, which could, I don't know. What are you thinking, bro?
Microsoft moves slow.
It does, bro, like Apple.
I don't like Apple at all.
Apple's tough, man. At least AMD competes with that sometimes, The AMD is the one that'll be like $7 average true range, but then it's back to like $4. At least it tries.
NVIDIA is one of those. I think it's going to retrace, but I think it's still got
the balls for the one more shot to the upside.
Yep.
I think so too, bro. There's a clear overextension on the hourly time frame stochastics, but look at this, dude. The hourly RSI, that's complete support. SMA 14 and gravitational zone. That could literally just slightly drop, maybe what is it? Barely. I'm talking about 540, 545.02 or 545 flat before a continuation to the upside. And then, I mean, wait, let me just do one thing. Let me look at the a larger time frame, not the hourly. I want to see if there's any imminent danger. Damn, dude, buy daily is like stupid bullish, but it's just we have cascading time frames right now. Yeah, for example, this dude. Let me just gonna get all this crap out of the way. I don't really need it.
Well, you know what? I'm looking at the option chain in Nvidia.
What's favored?
Today 560 was added heavily.
Oh, what?
Huh?
Damn. So that's
560 is now our big number now.
That gives it the probabilities for a 550 break easy. So
I think it gets it. I think this is just a guess. I haven't looked at the chart or anything, but the guess is gonna use up its ATR tomorrow, and then it's gonna capitulate.
And the Lin reg for me on a buy hourly is 550 pretty much. So if it does reach that top side of 560, that would be the complete thing. It has an $8 one, right? Let me see. Daily time frame. No, 1463, right, bro. Damn.
Yeah.
So that would be the whole. That would be the whole 560.
That could be the move. Yeah. That could be the move tomorrow or Friday capitulation.
The scariest thing would be the long at the top.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? But to be fair, what's up, dude? Holy shit, bro! Holy crap! I gotta be fair though, dude. This is. I mean, today's candle was the first real kind of retracement, right? So we have on Monday we have 64 million. Yesterday we have 77, and today we have 53. So it was climbing pretty nicely. Is just I'm starting to see the sizes of the candles too, right? So look at the sizes of the candles, how it's like a wave. You have the peak point already kind of, and then you're going to start to diminish into smaller ones. So maybe that's it, dude. Maybe we use the average true range to reach that 559 with 90 cents.
Mm-hmm. And that should be all it has left for now.
Yeah, I think that could be it.
So it depends how it responds. If we see it, it all depends what happens when it hits 550.
550. Oh yeah. Oh dude. Here's the thing. Look at Hound is saying CPI tomorrow, PPI on Friday. So tomorrow, tomorrow's jobs and CPI. But what time is that? Holy crap, that's so important. Let's see. And I never remember what the hell this thing says. Like what time it is, right? So jobless claims, core inflation, year over year is the one. So it says 5:30. What 5:30? What? Like, is that Eastern time? No, I don't know. Damn it! Let me go to freaking stupid Google. Dude, batter, it is 8 a.m. where you are? Jesus Lord. Lordy. Devin, you got it, brother. Let me take a look at Google real quick. Because if it's at market open, then we're going to know how hard we're going to lose, right? What time is CPI released? That's going to be 8:30 a.m. Eastern time. So that's 5:30 a.m. our time here. So it's going to be just before market open, dude. So that's going to give us the volatility. Like, that's going to give us a push like no other. And if we get, so CPI is currently sitting, let me see, where is it? The year over year is sitting at 3.8. Or, I'm sorry, we're sitting at 4%. So the forecast here is to go to 3.8, which would be completely bullish. So if we get, I don't know, if we get a neutral read, then there may be, some fluctuation up and down, consolidation, but with volatility. If we get a 3.6 or 7, that would be a bullish, like no matter how oversold we are or overbought, we probably will continue to the upside in a massive way. And if we get a 3.9, then expect a short-term upside as a shakeout and then an immediate fall. But something is telling me that the markets may already be looking at that. And this is why we're facing some weird little top sides and weird little resistances here. I'm not sure. I still haven't forward tested that thesis, but I've been noticing sometimes that we can tell on some assets, like Nvidia in this case. Like it's so.
Oh, yeah, they're already built in.
Right?
I think the pullback today was it.
Right, and that doesn't mean that we can't get the quick wick, to the new all-time high. It just means that the steam has run out for the bulls. Yeah, they need to give us some more of those false job numbers again. They can capitulate the markets by just saying that we have lessened the job. I'm sorry, if we have. But the thing is that they still want people without jobs because they don't want people to continue spending, right? So that's the whole disinflation theory. But they are also not really like being too hawkish about it because overall we can't just disinflate at a fast rate, because disinflation at a fast rate creates a wage price spiral, and that will be really damaging to the economy, and that will play the inverse. So we can't we can't go to zero either. We have to maintain a balanced amount of the 10-year yield and inflation. So that balanced amount is 2.5%. And also, curiously enough, a 1.8 or 1.5, anywhere between 1.4 and 1.8 10-year note or 10-year yield is a bull cycle. Is a bull cycle. Did I just get cut out? Do you hear me? Am I good?
On Discord, you're fine, but I don't know about YouTube.
Did you hear that cut?
No.
Damn. I hope I'm not starting to freaking. But yeah, so if we have to, okay, I'm good. All right. Yeah, it's thank you, Alex. I think that we just have to keep a really fine. We have to keep it's a fine line, that balance, and it's quite annoying. But I guess we'll see. How we react into tomorrow. Let's just see what it is. But remember, if we get a 3.9 read, the forecast is 3.8. Right? So if we get a 3.9 read, no good. And that would it's not the expectation. If we get a 4, I don't know what happens at neutral. Maybe volatility up and down, but essentially consolidation with a potential downside because we're so overbought. But if we do see a 3.7, 3.6, I don't think the market is going to give a crap how overbought we are. We may continue. And then I don't know what's going to happen with Tesla either, because Tesla is fueling a downside here. So if everything gives up and Tesla continues to the downside, that would just be another $1 trillion added pressure to the downside, and then for real, we're going to get that read, which, by the way, tomorrow market close into Friday at open, we're going to see the buy daily read. We're expanding, but we need to be beyond that 15% for the statistics to apply. And then a massive short position could be taken. But we shall see. But bro, yeah, why don't we just react and see what the guide is for for Nvidia before we, capitulate too early. I think we're okay. I think I'm gonna cut it out here, team. Market close on Monday. What is it? What's Monday?
Where's President's Day?
Oh, President's Day. Yeah, nationally recognized. We're gonna definitely be out. That sucks. What he meant by already built in is already priced in. It's pre-priced in.
Yeah, the move happened already.
Like it's because the markets are always forward looking. We're not reactive. We're not reactive to what we are, right? We're reactive to the present data, but we usually bank on the expectations. So this upside that we've been seeing has been in the belief that the forecast is going to be real at 3.8. So the upside move that we can get at that expectation would be limited. But if we beat it, we can move way higher. But if we come short or under it, volatility. It's generally how it works. The CPI read is not the earnings read. It's not the inverse of each other, right? I think that's a fixed metric and a fixed strategy within it. Yeah, so 5:30 a.m. my time, Pacific time, 8:30 a.m. Eastern time, New York time, is when this is gonna get. It's literally an hour before market open, and we'll be able to see that price action, right? We'll see it in futures, we'll see it in the pre-market. Everything's gonna react to it, and that'll give us a quick hint. But yeah, you guys, I think I'm gonna head out and start getting ready for tomorrow. But I think we know the plays that we want to look at, right? So let's keep an eye on Nvidia, because guys, that's almost a $15 average true range. We can really bank on that. We can really make some nice moves there. Candace Morrison saying good night, Arca, and everyone sleep well. Candace, take care, please. Rest well, and if you have any questions, just let me know. Damon, you got it, buddy. Sorry, Cryptic. Sorry, buddy. I interrupted you. I don't know if you're going to say something.
No, we're good. I actually got a bail.
Hell yeah, buddy. All right, team. Thank you so much, everybody, for stopping on by. And I'll see you in the morning. See you, Ian. I'm going to go ahead and sign out this. Hasta luego. Right. Please take whatever I do show and iterate within these videos as just a form of entertainment, as I cannot suggest for you to buy, sell, or hold any assets whatsoever. Alex, love you. I need you to do your own due diligence and everything will be cool. But with that said, team, I wish you well. A very good rest of your night or day. And I will catch you at the bell mañana. Adios.